Hi, Ronda.
What's up?
So, August 18th, your first title defense.
Yep.
I don't want to ask how you feel because we know what kind of mindset you're always in. What's the biggest difference in this fight than your last fight? Obviously, you know, you were contending for the title last time. This time you're defending it. Is there any difference in the way you're approaching the fight because now you're trying to keep it as opposed to trying to get that title?
No, not really. I always approach every fight the same way, you know, like I treat every single fight like I don't automatically start, you know, with an advantage because I won the last fight, you know, you always start at 0. So I'm preparing for, you know, mentally the same way. I mean, the actual preparation is a little different because Sarah's a striker, I mean, she's a grappler. So, yeah, we have like a whole lot more sparring in this camp than any of the previous ones. And that's pretty much the only really big difference, you know. We have a system and it works and we stick to it.
Well, let me ask you something on kind of a side note from the fight. Obviously, for your last fight, you weren't, how can I put this, to be blunt, you weren't as popular, right? You weren't as well known. So you had a lot more time to train. There weren't as many demands on your time as there have been now, and I've seen that, knowing you walking around. I mean, you're flying around a couple times a week. How has that affected you in your preparation for the fight, or as it gets closer to the fight, are all those traveling dates kind of wavering off, and you're doing what you got to do?
Yeah, right before the fight, we kind of taper off all this. We're done pretty much with all the press stuff. I think I'm doing like one talk show or something, and that's it for the rest of the fight. We have several weeks. So for this training camp, I tried to get all the press done as much as I could possibly promote the fight, as far away from the fight as I could. Whereas last fight, because there was such going back and forth between Nisha, it was pretty much constant until the day of the fight. Since Sarah is, you know, she seems totally against any kind of like build up for the fight, that's fine. She can go and train on her own time. I'll do whatever I can to promote myself and then and the fight by myself, and then, you know, the last few weeks I take to my own and just to train and kind of put the blinders on the television. You know, they moved me into Oakwood apartments, so I can just kind of be alone and close to training, and I kind of do that Rocky IV isolation thing, you know. So yeah, all the kind of interviews and stuff I do maybe be like 5 minutes on the phone or something, which it really doesn't take that much.
But they're not shipping you off to Siberia like in Rocky.
No more flying or traveling until the fight. So excellent. I got about 5 weeks straight of being at home and, you know, completely submerged in camp.
Excellent, good to hear. Today we're here at the gym where you train on your striking, and behind you we got your trainer working out with a fellow Strikeforce fighter, yep. Musasi. Let me ask you this on a side note. I know there was some things made of that comment you made on that red carpet with Kim Kardashian. You have a lot of Armenian friends. You have coaches, training partners, friends, a lot of Armenians. Did you get any heat from any of them for saying stuff like that?
Hell no, they were all totally supportive of me. They're like, you're kind of totally right, da da da. I mean, what are they gonna say?
Ronda, thanks for your time, appreciate it. We'll see you around soon.
Of course, you're always here.
Thanks again, Ronda. In the fridge over there, behind the thing.